It's great to have you with us from Robert W. Plaster Stadium. Week 6 of the college football season, and our EA Sports college football coverage continues with what ought to be a great one. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bears offense will go on the attack first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop, and this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for the squad.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Takes it on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. He sliced through defenders last time out, more than 200 yards, and scored 3 times in their victory.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. They give it to him again. Maybe some room here. He's at the 20. And he will house it. The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like you mentioned, the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
Oh, and he missed it. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So here comes the Bear offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Here's the pressure. Takes the easy completion. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. The Bears in a good spot here with second and short. Grab behind the line. It's Robinson. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Rides the back and leaves it. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. The Bears decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Secures it at the 30. He's got great speed. He's going to get loose. Touchdown.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes zoof, and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown.
Number 47 set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Missouri State offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Looking for a man. It's Locklear. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. And I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. From the gun. Give on the inside. Stopped immediately. Might have gotten a little cute with that run on 3rd and long, and they got nothing to show for it. And the Bears line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. No fair catches here, looking for room. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the 2nd drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. Really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Gives it on the option. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution.
Bounces and squirms his way into the end zone for a touchdown. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And he's in for his 2nd touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. So that drive covered just 44 yards. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The run inside. It's Green. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get 1st downs and hopefully move the football.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period.
Here we go. Ready. Go, go. Go. Go, go.
Handoff from the shotgun. Knocked down immediately. They tried to surprise him on 3rd and long with the run and nothing doing. And the Bears will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Makes a move. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Now this offense is back on the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line. He's up to 86 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. Right back to him on the ground. Plows through the defense. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. from the gun. They'll give it on the inside.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The inside handoff. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. They want to run it left here. Finding some room. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, this defense has their hands full with him on this drive. And that DB, I'll tell you, he may have saved a touchdown with that tackle. When you've got speed like this running back has, if he gets in the second level, a lot of people start to hold their breath.
Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown. His 17th touchdown of the season and 3rd of this game. Seems as if he has reservations for 6 every time he touches the ball.
What is that, Reese? That's 3 already, I think, for him in the first half. So great start. I'd keep feeding him, I think. He's doing okay.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score.
Here we go.
Motion from the wideout.
Ready, go.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Green. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Ready, ready. Line 14. Line 14. Ready, go.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Locklear. Bringing the heat. And they got him.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
The Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Here comes the heat. Fakes the grab on the left. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Bears will call on their punt team. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quarterback making checks. On the move at the 30. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had zero answers.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
Got a little grass. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give on the option. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Locklear. The short hands. It's Miller. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to fire on second down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, go.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Swings it out to his running back, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He lofts one down the sideline. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's start with a look at the Kennesaw State Owls taking on the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. And it's the Owls who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. The victory gets this team to 4-2. It has not been a perfect start, but they are right in position entering the second half. Now back over to your game in Springfield. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, And he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Bears will kick it off to start the second half.
Set to kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Harvey. He'll be out of bounds short of the 25 at the 22-yard line. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Catching up with the visiting head coach at the half, he is thrilled with how this running back is performing to start the game. Late in the season, he is starting to build some momentum as we talk about the Heisman Trophy candidates, but he is doing it with his performance on the field, remaining consistent and dynamic. I'll keep you posted how he continues to strive here in the second half. Back to you guys.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense. Man, he's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on third down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground. They've got to find something to slow this dude down.
Right on the money.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
From the gun, running back on the move. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
Might as well give it to him again. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the shotgun, the inside give. Could be an alley. All the way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. He marched 78 yards down the field, and he finished things off by racing 37 yards to the end zone.
Number 47, set to kick off.
He'll return it. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Locklear. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
The Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Quick strike complete. He stopped short, and it's fourth down.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on fourth.
Here's the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the away team sideline, there is so much enthusiasm on the sideline right now. This running back has been brilliant today. Over 200 yards rushing, and he continues to run strong. The coaches told us he gets stronger as the game goes on. We'll see how much longer they keep him out there. But the big lead, he has been brilliant so far today. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Ball is at the 35. It's first and 10. They'll give it to him again. Makes it past the marker. There's some room. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Going to work on second down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Can't get him to the ground. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They might want to find a way to put it in drive and go forward. It's 3rd and 16. Tight end now in motion. They feed him again. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down?
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
He splits the uprights, and that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Number 47, set to kick it off.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
And the offense will take over.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. With this game all but decided, let's take a minute here as we get later in the season to look at the Heisman Trophy race. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Rush is on him. Chase to the right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Third and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Keeps it himself. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down. The Bears send out the punt unit. Wants to return it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Touchdown! They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So the Missouri State offense heads out to open this drive. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Using his feet to buy time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And the Bears with a second and short to keep this drive moving.
Black 14.
Running inside. It's Breed. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off the RPO, complete. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
Black 14.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
And the Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation. There's a chill in the air, the lights are on, and the stage is set for this tremendous game we have tonight. Week 7 is underway in EA Sports College Football, and we are ready for a terrific game. It's the New Mexico State Aggies New Mexico State will kick it off and will be underway. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. And here comes the maestro of this offense. His productivity through the first half of the season has him squarely in the Heisman Trophy race.
Break. Here we go.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Here's a little room there. The 20. 10. Touchdown. The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of him. The Aggies offense takes the field for the first time in this game. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, like, they've seen flashes and big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
The give to the back. Good, solid tackle.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the air, it's Webster. Heaves it on the run. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free and fourth down is coming up. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. He's now up to 71 yards on the ground for them so far. Has his eyes set on that 1,400-yard mark. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. He smashes his way through again. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. A first down run on the doorstep. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
And they're in for a touchdown.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Stanley. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Back to throw, it's Webster. Under fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's knocked down immediately, trying to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch at the 45. Can they catch it? Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, running back gets to give. And it's on the ground. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. rolls and throws off the RPO. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I know everyone's yelling like you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
To the ground. He's got it again. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Gives it on the option. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
To throw, it's Bowers. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll try it again. Oh, better look out. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. They're going to run it to the right. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. First and goal for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And the extra point splits the uprights. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. And off to Jones. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Pocket breaking down. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Here comes the offense back onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers there.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to him. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it. Got enough for the first. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delayed game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it out of the shotgun. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Line getting set on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. It'll be 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Bauer. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking downfield. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he can.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout. It's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stanley. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the New Mexico State sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile...
Caught, and he's got room. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Pulls it in. It's Jones. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw, it's Webster. Caught near the sticks, it's Stanley. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here comes the field goal unit.
Number 17 on the field goal.
The official says no good. Yellow hankies flying, so let's see if the kicker's going to get another chance.
Personal foul. Rookie kicker. Defense.
Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. He gets a hand on it. He picks it up. And holding on to the lead, the offense will simply take a knee, and that's how we will wrap up the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Middle Tennessee State taking on the Kennesaw State Owls. And it's the Blue Raiders with the first half lead on this juggernaut, and they're trying to make history today. Going to take a lot of discipline in this second half, but they're almost halfway home. As for your game and an interesting first half, let's take a look at the numbers of note. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Guys, the New Mexico State head coach told me at the half they have got to start dominating at the line of scrimmage. Here to start the third quarter, they have not been able to establish their run game. Being a one-dimensional team will not work on the road with this hostile crowd and this hostile environment. He said, we have got to start asserting ourselves up front and show that we can be the more physical team. I'll keep you posted on if they're able to do that here to start the third. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Here's the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his end zone and a very good kick here. Fields the punt, wants to make a play. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Give to the back. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Running the red zone. It's Poe. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. After the run, now to throw. Snagged in the end zone. Velcro on the hands, and it's a touchdown.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds in the end zone. Touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return.
State offense will take over.
The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. The run inside. It's Jones. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll try the counter. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
Dropping back, it's Webster. Under fire. And down he goes.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
New Mexico State will be forced to punt. 3-and-out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Poe. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll go right back to it. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Poe. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the 1st. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Run in the red zone. It's Poe. Noses his way forward. Maybe gets 1. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready.
At the 21, offense facing 4th down.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the pass. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complimentary football.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And they finished things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Got rid of it just in time.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Running inside, it's Jones. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuff both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Just feeds the running back. Shakes off the defender. Might have a chance. The 40. Running inside the 20. Lean for the wire. Touchdown. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the New Mexico State offense to go on the attack. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Back to pass, it's Webster. Here's the pressure. A deep throw as the clock winds down.
We're talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight. They thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They want that clock to run.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Right back to the well.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Finds a little space. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Poe. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
7 is the lucky and skilled number for this squad as they've made it to this point in the season, and they are still perfect.
Still perfect, and they're cooking. You can tell they got some momentum. You know, 7 weeks, obviously, that's not the whole season. You got bigger fish to fry down the road. Great start, but you can tell this team's for real, for real.
No doubt, and they deserve for us all to be talking about them right now because they look as advertised. This is a team with tremendous talent. They've taken care of business up to this point, but now because they're undefeated at this point of the year, every game from this point out gets bigger and bigger and more important.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.